Bonjour mes enfants, it's your Uncle Dan the Vinyl Man, back with another episode of Uncle Dan's Vintage Vinyl. I've been out west, I need to practice my Sam Elliott voice for this, I've been out west. Out rounding up bison out on Antelope Island in Utah. Well, actually I didn't round up any bison myself, but I watched it a little bit. Out there on Antelope Island in the Great Salt Lake, Anyway, I'm back, and I know, quit complaining. Also, hit like and subscribe, especially prog-rock, my prog-rock fans, my prog-rock friends. You hit like and subscribe because you know you love my takes on prog-rock. I'm here to talk about an album I picked up 3 weeks ago. I can't quite remember when. $3 at an antique mall. Usually not a place you want to go buy albums because most of them are crummy. But I picked this up, Linda Ronstadt with Nelson Riddle and his orchestra, Lush Life from 1984. This is cool. It took me a little bit to figure out how to get this open, but look at that. You open it up and it's a hat box with lovely Linda inside there. Boy, I'd love to get a hat box back in the day with Linda Ronstadt inside of it. So, back cover, shows her with a spiffy hat with her hat box there, and a couple of Airedales by, look at that. Got a painting of a vintage prop propeller driven airplane. But yeah, it's a hat box, right? Well, this was I can't get it in, which is what she said. But anyway, there we go. Oh, it's tight. Oh, I got to work that out a little bit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now it fits. That feels better. Okay, so Lush Life, Linda Ronstadt and the Nelson Riddle Orchestra. If you told me even 20 years ago or 10 years ago, Dan, at some point you're going to be saying, oh, wow, look at that, Linda Ronstadt and Nelson Riddle, yay. I said, what is wrong with you, child? But this is a great album. Yeah, Nelson Riddle, by the way, in case you don't know him, was used to be. I remembered him as being I connect him with NBC for some reason with the Nelson Riddle Orchestra, and you'd say, oh, good God, step up from Lawrence Welk, right? Where is my Lawrence Welk LP? But step up from Lawrence Welk, but not a huge step up. But in '83, Linda Ronstadt released an album with Nelson Riddle as the arranger. He did the arrangements of standards, the American Songbook. And that was A New Life, I think it was called. I don't have that, but I'm going to get it. And then the next year she released this. In 1984, she released this, Lush Life, which is the I believe Billy Strayhorn song. And I just need to make sure that was Billy Strayhorn. Yeah, Billy Strayhorn, Lush Life. And these are all standards with Linda Ronstadt performing them. And they're great. This is, highly recommended. When I Fall in Love, Skylark, It Never Entered My Mind, Mean to Me, When Your Lover Is Gone, I'm a Fool to Want You, which I just think is a great one. You Took Advantage of Me, Sophisticated Lady, Can't We Be Friends, My Old Flame, Falling in Love Again, and Lush Life. It's a great selection of songs. Linda Ronstadt had one of the great voices of, from the late 60s until Parkinson's took it away from us. But she had one of the great voices of that era. I mean, she could belt like crazy, as we know. And she also could sing very tenderly. She is one of the few in my I hear my turntable isn't picking up on this one, but she's one of the few you could rely on out of these out of those. A lot of great vocalists who could not handle singing like this. Like Janis Joplin. I adore Janis Joplin. She was amazing. Of course, Janis Joplin could not have handled the American Songbook. But you can't think of other. You think of a lot of others who maybe couldn't do that. But Linda Ronstadt did it. Did it thoughtfully. Did it beautifully. And this is a great album. It's put this on. Put this on if it's a rainy evening, a snowy evening. Put that sucker on. Listen to it because it's really a great album. Utterly, completely recommended. So have at it. Yeah. Try these things out. Back to my prog rock boys. The prog rock boys talk about genius, but man, there's a ton of genius in Linda Ronstadt's voice. She knew how to inhabit a song and take it across. But it's great. Uncle Dan gets the 2 thumbs up. It's a great album, great vocals, beautifully arranged, and it's got the cool Hatbox thing going on, and it's got the beautiful Linda singing, and it's got the beautiful Linda images thereof, as lovely as she could be. Uncle Dan, the Vinyl Man, saying again, hit like and subscribe, folks. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't even have to send me any money. If you want to send me money, that would be fine. But you don't even have to send me any money. But that's all for now. I can't do the Woody Woodpecker thing. That's all for now, folks. But I will say, mes enfants, au revoir, et aussi à bientôt.